This video is sponsored by NordVPN. More on them in a minute. The 3 phases of flying with a firearm start at home. The first step is to read the latest TSA rules. This video is being published in 2024, so by the time you're watching it, the rules may have changed. You have to make sure you're up to date on whatever TSA and your airline say you need to do. I'll add a link in the description, and it's on the screen here as well, so you can read the current version of the TSA rules yourself. And while I am a Virginia lawyer, I'm not your lawyer for this situation. This video is definitely only educational and is not legal advice. One of the first rules you'll see is that you need to have a TSA approved case in order to lock up your firearm. You may already own a case at home that would qualify. Basically, it needs to be hard-sided, unable to be pried open, and have some way to lock it so it is secure. Something simple with a padlock is fine and what I would probably recommend, but you could go more complicated with a fingerprint scanner if you really want to. I don't know that I would trust that personally. In the end, the exact case you use will depend upon what type of weapon or weapons you're trying to bring with you on your trip. Inside the case, your weapon needs to be separated from your ammo. The weapon must be unloaded and have no ammunition in the chamber. And the ammo itself needs to be stored in a separate container. If you read online sources such as Reddit, there's some argument about how exactly you have to pack the ammo, but it's perfectly acceptable under TSA rules to simply leave the ammo in the clip or magazine as long as it's separated from the weapon. If you want to be super cautious, you can put the ammo back in the original box that it came in, even if you only have a few rounds. Or you could purchase a separate aftermarket box to store your ammo. Then, this locked TSA approved case must go in your checked baggage. Or if you're bringing something along like a rifle, then you just check the rifle case by itself. Never put a weapon in your carry-on baggage or in your personal item like a purse or a briefcase. That means you're probably going to have to pay a bag check fee, but that's the price you have to pay for safety. Also, when you put the case inside your checked bag, be sure to pack it in a way where you can access it easily at the airport and you're not going to embarrass yourself by whatever else is there that people might see when you have to open up your suitcase. I'll explain why in a bit. Once you arrive at the airport, be discreet. We all know not to be this guy.
Bomb, 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 bomb. You gonna arrest me?
And even with a safely unloaded, locked weapon that you're fully allowed to bring along in your checked baggage, be private about it. And boy do I love my privacy, and that's why I always have NordVPN installed on my phone and laptop. As a lawyer, I have a responsibility to my clients to keep my work private and confidential, and an airport is a great place for hackers to try to execute a man-in-the-middle attack. That's where the bad guys quietly insert themselves between you and your destination, which lets them spy on your internet traffic going back and forth. Usually, they create a fake and open Wi-Fi access point as a trap. So when you connect to that access point, they can see all of the data going back and forth. But with NordVPN, your internet traffic is encrypted at all times. So even if you accidentally join one of these man-in-the-middle access points, NordVPN keeps you safe. But it's not just at airports. NordVPN is also great at coffee shops, hotels, and other places where you might want to grab some free Wi-Fi. I love NordVPN's trusted network feature, and I have it turned on by default. When the app sees that I'm not on my trusted home or office Wi-Fi networks, NordVPN automatically kicks in to make sure my connection is encrypted and secure. You can get 4 months of NordVPN for free if you sign up for the 2-year plan using my link. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So give it a shot and see if it works for your needs. Another way to be discreet and protect yourself is to not carry your weapon out in the open in the airport. Even if you're in an open carry, gun-loving state like the land of Tex-Mex and Big Tex, most states criminalize carrying a weapon in an airport, except for the specific procedures for bringing it on the airplane as a passenger. But even if you keep your gun packed away and your mouth shut, don't even think about approaching the TSA security checkpoint with a gun in your possession. They don't want to see any weapons of any kind when you approach those metal detectors. You'll lose your firearm forever and you'll be charged with a serious criminal offense. Oh, and you're gonna miss that flight. Instead, go directly to an agent at the ticket counter to declare your firearm and check your bag. Don't use curbside bag check. Don't use a self-service kiosk. Go to an agent at the counter. Don't tell the agent, "I have a gun." but instead say, "I need to declare a firearm." The agent will have you open up your suitcase and unlock the gun case. This is why it's very important to carefully pack your checked baggage where there's not going to be anything falling out or embarrassing and where you can easily get to the gun case. The agent will have you sign a form that says you know the gun has to be unloaded and that it's a crime if you try to bring a loaded firearm onto the airplane. The agent will then put that form inside your gun case and have you relock the case and repack it inside your bag. After that, the agent escorts you and the bag to be screened by the luggage screeners. Then you can be off to the TSA checkpoint. Some people recommend that you hang tight near where they're screening your bag for 15 to 20 minutes, just in case there's some question or maybe they want you to reopen it for some reason, but I haven't found this to be necessary. Once you land at your final destination, you may need to ask someone from the airline where exactly you should retrieve your bag. Checked bags with firearms are likely going to be in the oversized luggage area where you may need to show ID in order to retrieve it from an agent. That's good for your weapon security, and it also protects the airline from some type of claim if your weapon goes missing. But what if you're not going on a trip? What if you're just sitting at home and the police knock on your door and start asking about your guns? Watch this next video to find out what you should do to defend yourself. And remember, don't talk to the police.